Greetings, my fellow shipwrights. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, Episode 4, Finding a Salvageable Ketch. So I'm almost to the shipwreck sites to try to rescue people, and what is going to be really important, I cannot stress this enough, don't engage. Build a fast travel bell. If you die, you have to sail all the way back here. Super dumb. Super dumb. Don't do it. First thing you should do, build a bell. Because now if I die, I can just fast travel back here. In fact, if I want more of my rested bonus, I can now fast travel home. Well, okay. Maybe I need to move the signal fire. She's a witch. Burn her. Okay, I'll put the signal fire over here then. So now I am fully rested. And I'm back to the island I just reached. Pretty sweet. Alright, let's eat another food. This is a shipwreck that I might as well search while I'm here. Now these shipwrecks, despite it being day, because it's a shipwreck, it has these thorn fiddlers instead of just like regular crab. And one of them is a boss fiddler. Or not a boss. I shouldn't say they're a boss. They're an elite. Bosses are something entirely different. And we picked up the ability to make survivor flagpoles. So one thing I haven't done is I've unlocked new categories of decorations now. So once we get back to base, I can put down a banner for even more comfort. Because it's a new category. This ship washed ashore ages ago. The hull's rotten and the planks are only good for kindling. This one's beyond saving. So this was related to searching for ships to be able to repair for personal use. And obviously this one is garbage. Alright, there's a rescue crew down this way. I could put down bonfires for that that fast travel bell, but it's not required. It would. One of the reasons to do it, though, is it stops enemies from spawning near the bell. Because this is like a no spawn zone, functionally. So it might not hurt to do it. Plus, it gives a rested bonus, but it's only a comfort level 1, so it's not going to help you much. But it'll help you in a pinch. Banana! Whole bunch of crab out there, not that I care. And here we got some pirates. The higher quality bullets are more accurate, the lower quality bullets suck, and then of course the starting gun sucks. So there's nothing about my starting gun that like imparts any accuracy at all. I wish these guys weren't named sailors, because when I first started playing this game, I was like, sailors? Aren't I supposed to be rescuing them? No, these are Blackbeard's pirates, despite their name saying otherwise. So this was an instance of my posture breaking. I'm just going to use a healing potion. Where I ran out of stamina and they broke my guard. And then I got, like, briefly stunned. There we go. We killed the sailors. And as a consequence, I picked up these new hand insignia. These new hand insignia will help you raise your reputation when sold to a faction, which is very important. The new hand insignia aren't worth much. There are higher quality insignia that you get later on, but you should collect them all the same. So here's a chest with, set boots. And a pretty good set at that. And then also copper bullets. So I'm going to switch my stone bullets for copper ones. So these boots, if I have 2 of the pieces, my attacks consume 20% less stamina, and if I have 4 of the pieces, my one-hand damage goes up by 15%. It's actually one of my 2 favorite sets, these boots. Unfortunately, it's boots. I wish it was any other piece, because my personal boots were already level 1, and these are also level 1, but whatever. Let me take what I can get. A supply cache for gunpowder, and then...
Next round's on me.
Oi! Don't walk away! Get me out of here! Galen sent me. I'll have you out in a flash. Hold fast. The lock's jammed. Glad the doc made it. Don't leave me here, mate. There's devilry in this place. Walking dead, dry men risen up, that sort of devilry. How do you know? Blimey, Cap. Are you a gypsy? After the doc got away, there was 3 of us. The drowned took 2. Nearly had me as well. Do you know where the pirates are holding the other captives? In camps like this, scattered across the archipelago. Head to the camp nearby. You'll be safe. Together we'll get out of this place. Free the sailor. I'll keep watch for any pirates nearby. And I got some experience points. I also got discovered bananas for coconut milk with bananas for endurance, which is a nice, easy meal. I found steel nails in that shipwreck, which gives me the schematics to build a combat repair kit. So there are in-combat repair kits and out-of-combat repair kits. Out-of-combat repair kits repair, they're cheaper, but repair really slowly. And much like a bandage, if you take damage, they stop working. With some caveats, there's ways to make it not stop working. And the combat repair kits are quick repair kits that aren't blocked by damage, but they're less effective. They're just quicker. But they're really important as well. Okay, so we rescued some crew, but we're going to have to rescue more. And there's 2 other shipwreck sites here. And the rest of the crew is like totally in the opposite direction. So I'm actually going to pivot and do the shipwreck sites. Because I'm in the neighborhood for it. The other one's this way. Right there, actually. I'm staring at it. And if you hit K, you summon your boat. So, yes, I can make a boat appear out of nothing. It's kind of incredible. Yeah, lots of dead people. Lovely. So that's oh, ouch, ouch. Got off on the wrong foot. This is a new type of enemy, and one to be a little bit more cautious around than the other ones I've been defeating up until this point. This, like, bloated one. If you are familiar with video games, you probably know the attack set of something bloated. And it's gross. Hey, fatty, get over here. Nope, 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 no, no you don't. Ouch. So I just hit T, which locks as a target. And that there is like undead acid. Not fun to get puked on. Not instantly gonna kill me or anything, but you shouldn't step on it either. I also picked up a silver button. Ooh, a rapier. I'm going to drop an egg for it. And I'll show you the attack set of the rapier. So the rapier is a pierce weapon, not a slash weapon. It's more, like I said before, it's more single target. And it is stabs and jabs. Quick stabs and jabs. But it doesn't have, like, wider swings, so it's not good for crowds. The reason to go rapiers... Well, okay, so there's different ranged weapons that pair with different melee weapons. So strength, it doesn't have associated ranged weapons. Agility pairs with blunderbusses, and then precision pairs with pistols and muskets. So pistols and muskets are like single target range, and blunderbusses are like group point blank blasts. For now, I'm going to stick with the saber, because my saber is a level 2 saber, so even if I like the rapier's attack set, the saber's still better. And this old wreckage ain't sailing anywhere. It's pretty trashed. So there's one more in the vicinity up this way. So let's go do that too. In this sort of like inlet or whatever this is, I don't think these ships are going to come in because it's smaller and pretty shallow. So I'm probably pretty safe in this, between these islands. My inventory is filling up quick though. I'm going to get rid of my stun bullets. I don't really need them. I mean, they're cheap. And of course that rapier will break down to copper as well. So, even if I don't like the attack set, it will be copper. And I need a bigger boat. Well, that one looks more or less intact. So, I managed to find a ship. It's intact, a bit battered. I'll need 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 pieces of coarse fabric, and 20 ropes, or 10 ropes. And it will sail the seas again. So this be my boat. And that's an armored drown, so they're tougher than their unarmored... Well, don't throw that. Unarmored counterparts. With more poise or posture. I'm almost out of food, so I want to clear this quick. Not out of food, but out of the food bonus timing. You don't be throwing stones at me, dude. And there we go. Broke his poise, so he was briefly stunned. Wood, 20 nails, 20 coarse fabric, 10 ropes. Got it. All right. Well, I don't have that on me, obviously. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sail back home, knowing that I have a fast travel point here, which is really not too far from the ship I need to repair. Drop off all my stuff and then go rescue the rest of the crew. So we found the ship. That's good. Current priority, rescue the remaining crew. I'm going to leave the bell there. Why would I take it? The bell lets me get back there. Let's go ahead and break down the boots that I made. And the rapier that I don't need. So I've got 19 copper on me, ingots that is. And I have a lot of junk to put away. Eventually I'll intend to build proper facilities and like organize stuff, but not yet. For now, just dumping everything in that I don't know what to do with is reasonable. Alright, I am down to... I need 6 more bandages. My food bonuses are about to fade, but that's fine. Now, the boots I have can be upgraded if I want to invest in the boots to raise their defensive bonuses. I'm going to decide to do this later. I would like to collect a few more sets before I really make a decision into which specific set I want to, like, boost. The other thing I wanted to do while I'm here is to set up that flag. So I need 2 rope, 2 coarse fabric. And, of course, a black flag. Because, you know, we're pirates now. Alright. Rest of bonus should go up. Or comfort. So, yeah, I've definitely done one of everything. Cool. Well, let's go rescue the rest of the crew. I know I'm out of my food bonuses, but I'll eat once I'm, landfall. The other thing I could do is to bring a new bell. Maybe that's what you were referencing. A new bell with me to the new island. So I made a new fast travel bell. And then one way, which is cheap and easy to be able to get the... Well, it's just wood that I'd be missing. And so I don't really care. But you could just build it and break it down if I had the wood in the boxes. And then I have the wood on hand. So we're heading over to the islands... just on the horizon here, and I'm hoping that I'm not intercepted by any pirates. I'm gonna have to move that back a ways. Because if you zoom all the way out and your home icon covers your fast travel site, you can't click on it easily. It's annoying. As I said before. Bye, Galen. Be good. So, repairing the ship. The other thing that you'll notice is, right above my head, you have some, like, coastal jungle unique locations explored. This is a log. So there's different biomes in this game. Without spoiling anything, as you can see, there's foothills, cursed swamps, and then ashlands, which isn't even in the game yet. And each zone has, like, a local threat, i.e. boss. There's key discoveries. I don't have all the key discoveries for the coastal jungle, and then the major resources. And this gives you a way to quickly fill in what you may have missed, which is very handy. I love it. And then on the map tile here, you have the unique locations explored for certain treasures, oceans, the coastal jungle, etc., etc. So there'll be like ocean shipwrecks to explore. There'll be more coastal jungle stuff. And the islands are procedurally generated. So you got to get out there. You got to explore. And that's going to drive up your experience as well, as I said before. So, unlike most of my streams, I'm going to take the reins more frequently in this one, because I don't think... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe now that I've stressed how important exploration is to be able to find, like, new weapons and armor and treasures and trinkets, that you guys will understand how critical it is for progression. But in many games like this, most people don't vote for just go exploring, because, like, I get it. In a lot of games, there's just not a lot of benefit in doing that. But that's not true here, which is kind of cool that they tied progression to exploration. I like that as a concept. Cheers. Alright, just in case something bad happens when we get to the island, I'm going to eat 2 of my stamina food, so now my vitality is a lot higher. If you hit C, you can see your total stats, so I have 893 health, and that's largely because of all the vitality bonuses that I just consumed. And then before I do anything else, I want to make a fast travel bell here as well. Now, it's really easy to retrieve your fast travel bells because you can always fast travel from your ship. So if I wanted, let's say, to refund this bell down here, I could fast travel there, destroy the bell to refund it, and then hop into my ship and fast travel home. So just because you place the bell doesn't mean you're like stuck with it there. It's really easy to just refund and move it around. It's free. It just takes a second. But that prevents me from having to ever sail to islands that I'm going to have to revisit frequently, which is really nice. It's something, and there's no, unlike a game like Valheim or V Rising or something like that, where like certain items are prohibited from fast travel, this doesn't have that. You can fast travel with whatever the hell you want. So it's not like, oh, sorry, you have like an ingot of iron, you cannot fast travel. This game doesn't have such penalties. Which it makes it even more powerful tool. Alright, so I got my bell down. And it's worth noting, once I outgrow the like coastal islands and I've moved on to like the foothills, I can always remove the coastal island fast travel bells. Or once I fully explore the islands that they're set on. So like, I have a fast travel bell here. Once I fully explore this island, I can set it up on a new island or whatever. That way you're just island hopping. So let's go rescue the crew that are so dear to us. Ooh, and I found banana seeds. And boar. I highly suggest killing basically every boar that you find, because in order to upgrade your armor, you will need a lot of animal leather, rough hide. So save yourself the future effort and just like massacre every boar you find. Dodos matters a lot less. Also, I would say pick up every plant seed that you can get, because it will help once you start farming in earnest. Now, bananas are a little weird, where they should be farmed on farm soil, but like, I guess they're bugged, so you can farm them anywhere you want, which makes them a little unique in that way. And also pick up Misty Orchids. Misty Orchids is a critical discovery. It's what unlocks alchemy, the table in the stovetop, and the ability to brew potions and elixirs. Very, very, very important. Critical discovery. And you can't farm them. So they bloom at night. They're rarely seen during the day. They don't grow anywhere else but the coastal islands. And you need a whole... Well, no, that's not true. They grow in the swamps. But you need you'll want to grab them whenever you find them, because they're kind of important, especially if you take a lot of damage and you don't have a build that regens health effectively. They're useful for healing potions and the like. I will kill ya. Can you show off perfect parry? I can try. Maybe not with this group though, because there's kind of a lot of enemies. Plus I suck at it. Now there is I think a weapon that can be upgraded to make perfect parries easier. Oh, I didn't have time for that attack. But yeah, as you can imagine, get in the middle of like 5 enemies and letting them mash on you, I would die instantly. Because like one strike from these guys is what, like almost a third of my health. You die pretty freaking quick if you let them get hits in. The dual saber is the one that does the perfect parry bonus. Yeah, I think you're right. All right, we also picked up rum. And, yeah, that's going to be useful as well. And you look like a sergeant to me. A mini-boss, if you will. Shot you in your head. One of the cool things about using a one-hander, opposed from like the halberd, which is a two-hander, is you can dual-wield. So I have the pistol in my offhand, and if you look right above my, in my UI, you can see the reload. So my pistol's going to be reloaded right now. So now I can take another shot. It helps if I hit. That's a perfect parry right there. Where, like, he was at a poise, so it staggered him. It's just, like... The problem with when you're in a group, there's multiple enemies trying to kill you, so waiting to attack to perfect parry one means that you're letting the others, like, hit you or whatever. It's just not that usable in a large group. We did just get a musket, which is cool. That's going to replace our dinky pistol. Muskets do more damage, so this is a 300 pierce, this is a 550 pierce, and it's more accurate over distance, which is pretty nice. And then we got a map for a Blackbeard map, which leads to a dig site. And these are really important because they're going to give you, like, unique items that you wouldn't be able to find otherwise. So, do them when they're inconvenient to do.
You're not one of them.
Is anyone there? Hey, let me out. Yep. You're saved.
Fine place to sit.
And you're saved. Alright. There's other points of interest on this island, but I'm just going to go after the crew specifically for now. Like, this is a... Well, it's kind of in my way, so I'll just do the encampment. I know you're in there. This is a smuggler cache. Letter to a good friend. And a blunderbuss. Oh, cool. Well, I can show off some more weapons. So, Henry, you treacherous cabron. Whom have you pissed off this time? Some madman is chasing my people all over the Caribbean. Half of our caches have been destroyed, and suppliers are refusing to deal with us. We've lost dozens of shipments, and we'll lose plenty more if you don't resolve this. We can barely hide from Blackbeard's cutthroats. Now, this mess on top of it? We're gonna lay low for a while. I advise you to do the same, since the bounty for your cunning butt has not been lifted. Sort this out again. We can finally share a drink. Marita. And I discovered rum, which allows me to make gung rum grog, which is a bonus for your sailing boats. We'll get into that later. And then a new quest to track down the Smuggler's hideout chain. If you stumble across a dig site without a map, can you just dig it? Yes. Yep. They exist without the map. It's so if you find, and the dig sites like have a certain look to them, so they're pretty obvious that it's like a dig site too. My inventory is full. So is there stuff I can reasonably ditch? I have a single copper bullet. Okay. There's not a lot of stuff I actually want to part with on me. Maybe like the plant fiber. So we'll just keep going, and I'll try to be judicious about what I pick up. Oh, and yeah, let's put that note in our journal. Hello. So I'll show you the musket. Oh, ouch. I'll show you the musket after this fight. Oh, they broke my posture and I got stunned. I'm just going to drop those bandages, drop the stone, pick up the potatoes. And as far as I know, there wasn't any potato seeds in there, so it's not like I missed out on that. So the musket, if is aimed differently. So for reference, the worn out pistol, when you aim it, you hold left alt to aim because you can use it in combat with your sword. The musket's a two-hander, so you can't do that. So with the musket, you have to aim it with right mouse. What do you mean I don't have gunpowder? I'm literally, here's my bullets. I don't know why it's... Okay, it won't let me use it. Oh, that's the blunderbuss. That explains it. Yeah, I didn't actually have the resources to do it. There were potato seeds? Oh, were they? Alright. Plant fiber, go by. Oh, and banana. I thought there was banana, too. Stone, bandages. I don't see any potato seeds. I don't see... Oh, nope, you were right. There they are. And there they are. So I have 2 potato seeds. Glorious. So the blunderbuss is like a multi-shot thing, which is why with 1 bullet I didn't have enough to fire it. But here's the musket, and as you can see, the reticle hones in a lot tighter, allowing you to snipe, essentially, with it. Which can be useful because you can pick off enemies from a distance and, like, grab aggro off of, like, smaller groups or whatever. Which can be really handy when there's a encampment full of enemies and you don't want to, like, piss them all off at once. I have no idea why this sergeant, like, got shot by me and was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. Also, the sergeant, as you can see in his non-dominant hand, he is holding a pistol, so they will take pot shots at you. So just be careful about that. Privateer boots. So these is the other set I really like. Oh, lucky me. And this is a crit set. Crit damage, crit chance set. And the filibusters is like 1 damage set. Alright, I'm going to drop the pearl for the boots. And then to get rid of the glowing chest, there we go. Because I get experience for, like, clearing a camp. So, save you. And save you. So now we've saved all but 1 more group. And I think it's not unreasonable for me to head back home. Drop stuff off so I have more storage space. And then come back. Because I ain't got room. So just some of them about, fast travel home, and then I'll use the bell that's already on the island to fast travel back. Easy peasy. I'm gonna break down the worn out pistol. I will keep the blunderbuss for now so that you can physically see the attack of it. So I'm not gonna get rid of it just yet. I could make a alchemy thing, but I'm going to hold off on that because I'd rather just work on the crew. I'm going to put a banana tree there. More shrubs. It doesn't really matter which boots I wear, to be honest, but I'll keep the other pair in case I want to... It depends on what I get next. If I get another piece of privateer, I'll wear the privateer boots. If I get another piece of the flibuster or whatever it's called, flibustier, I don't know, I don't speak French. I'll wear those instead, because then we'll have the 2-set bonus. Deckhand insignia. I'm gonna put the blunderbuss away for now because I don't have a lot of bullets, but like I'll try to use that at some point. Put away the extra gunpowder. And in fact, I'm going to... I didn't mean to... Okay, I didn't mean to drop it. I'm going to actually take only half of this gunpowder. I'm going to split the stack so that if I pick gunpowder up when I'm out, I have room in my stash for it. And then for the remaining bullets that I don't have, I'll just make some stone ones. So the way I'll fire the blunderbuss once just so you can see it. It's just it's exactly what it sounds. It's like a shotgun. Boom. And as you can see, it took multiple shot, right? So I have 38 bullets now. 36 bullets. So it takes 2 rather than 1. And it is a... So the musket's a pierce weapon, and these are a... this is an agility-based weapon, and this is a precision-based weapon. So actually... I'll keep the blunderbuss as my main weapon because I am kind of going agility build now, but that might change over time. So I've got dodo broth and bacon and eggs. Yeah, that's going to be enough food for the remainder of the fight. Let's refill the lamp and get back out there. Flybuster? Is that what it's... whatever. I don't care. If you want to be pedantic about pronunciations, go for it. But doesn't mean I'll gonna pay any heed. Not saying that you're pedantic. I just mean the people that are like, oh, you said it wrong. It's like, well, you know what I mean. That's the important bit. So at night, it's going to be easier to find these things. 1, they glow. 2, they sound like Nirnroot. And 3, there are more of them out at night. Oh, you know, I should have demonstrated the gun. It's pretty handy to just make a big dent in a single target, but it's not something you can use multiple times in combat because of the long range. Like, it would be challenging to make it be effective, in other words. Really? There was just one boar here? Bummer. Oh, I forgot to remove that old exclamation mark, didn't I? Where is it? There we go. Pop it up on my map. Now, one of the things that's nice using the blunderbuss is higher quality bullets are more accurate over distance, but the blunderbuss is already really inaccurate. So the inaccuracy penalties don't really matter for the blunderbuss because you're going to be using it at point-blank range anyway. So using very cheap stone bullets for it is like not a big deal because it sucks for accuracy already. I mean, I like barely hit that sow at point-blank. That's more my error than the gun's error, though. Speaking of which, there goes all my posture, but I'm down to 1 food. Let's not do that. And fulfilling my promise of killing every boar that I see for the sake of leather, that's exactly why I'm massacring everyone I see, because once I have a reasonable amount of armor and I want to upgrade it, I'm going to need an immense amount of leather to do it. Basically... Oh, crap. That hurt. These are level 3 boar, and I have an average armor tier of 1, which means they hit me extra hard. If the level of your armor is one of the biggest factors to how much damage you take when you get struck. So if you are getting pwned pretty badly in this game, you just need to level up your armor. And without spoiling anything, the way the game is mostly broken down, this is like big picture. It's like you'll spend the first 5 levels on coastal jungle, and then 5 to 10 on foothills, and then 10 to 15 on curse swamps. And you can essentially level up your gear from like 1 to 5 with the resources of coastal jungle, and then 5 to 10 in the foothills, and 10 to 15 in curse swamps. This is, again, kind of like generalized big picture. But what that means is I could grind, if I found that combat was really challenging, I could grind all of my gear up to like level 5 with just the coastal jungle resources and give myself a massive stat bonus against the average enemy that I'm going to find out here, making the game a lot easier. You can also, of course, just like lower the difficulty if you really needed to. But what I'm saying is if you find yourself really challenged by the difficulty of combat, just grind a little. Just get a little bit of gear. It will make a massive, massive, massive difference. You go from taking, 300 damage per hit to like 50 damage per hit. It can make that much of a difference. Also experiment with different builds and different weapons, because the the attack patterns of the weapons, like me for instance, I am, oh, this is bad. I'm ow. They've stunned me. I'm really bad at timing the two-handers. That I feel like is a Dark Souls skill of like using a heavy weapon and like getting the timings down perfect. And it's also one of those things that's like you have to use the weapon a lot and then know the type of enemies that you're attacking, because different enemies have different attack patterns. And without knowing those attack patterns, you're going to be hard pressed into actually landing those hits between when their guard's down. So it's also like if you're challenged, if you find it challenging to land strikes and win combat, try a different weapon. You know, try a faster weapon, try a longer reach weapon. I do, like I said before, do think that ranged builds probably won't work all that well. You'll run out of gunpowder, run out of bullets. There's a lot of situations where like you can't even use range, like when you're boarding other pirate ships and you have like 5 enemy sailors on top of you and no wiggle room unless you want to jump into the ocean. Yeah, obviously rangers are going to be not too fantastic to use, but yeah, even like a range build might help you a bit. Oh, wow, there's so many sow. I'm so bad at perfect blocks, even when they're effective. So this is the last group. I'm down to almost no gunpowder.
It's going to hurt.
Will it? I bet it will. Can't believe they actually let me bandage there. Normally they don't. Oh, crap. Normally they don't actually give you enough time to like fulfill it. Oh, the sergeant. Okay, I thought he was going to try to shoot me, but he didn't. Out of stamina. The sergeants are dropping deckhand insignia, which are worth more for rep than the new hand ones. I mean, you can kind of tell green, blue. It's, you know, the standard green, blue, purple type item rarity that you see in games like these. All right, we got a cutlass. And this one is a rare cutlass. Now, it's worth noting that the color of the weapon doesn't really matter. Functionally speaking, put these side by side, this does 215 slash, and this does 210 slash. Barely any different. The difference here is the blue weapons will have a special ability. So hits apply the take aim effect up to 9 stacks. Your next shot deals 10% bonus damage per stack. Basically, this cutlass is designed to be intermixed with a handgun, whatever, a flintlock, so that you can use that cutlass and then fire for a more powerful shot. And the problem with this, of course, is the flintlocks are a precision-based weapon, and this cutlass is an agility-based weapon. So it's kind of a mismatch. You would have to spec into 2 different stat points, which is not. It's not a weapon I'm intending to use. The other thing is these cutlasses, or the blue weapons, typically can be ascended. And I'll talk a little bit more about ascension later, but basically all of the blue weapons will have like an extra ability that they inherit when you ascend them. But ascending them costs resources, so you're not going to be able to ascend most weapons unless you grind the resources, which are rather rare.
Fine place to sit.
All right, you are rescued. And you are the last, but you are rescued. So, we have rescued all the crew. Let's go ahead and get back, and we are going to repair the boat. Cheers. Thank you for tuning in to Windrose, which originally streamed live on Twitch as a marathon. If you have any questions for me, let me know in the comments below. I am not, however, looking for feedback. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits, and everyone who showed up to the marathon live and supported this subathon. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow privateers.